you doing, Bangkok? I'm Tony.
And I'm Luke.
Welcome to our next edition of Panther Purrfect.
First up is news from the Panther Den with our buddies, Brick and Champ.
Welcome to news from the Panther Den. I'm Brick.
And I'm Champ.
Panther Activities goes... Next up, we have Celebrity Spotlight.
I'm Maddie Bowl. I am an ISB alumni, class of 2016, and recent grad as well of the USC Film School, where I graduated with a degree in film and television production. And now I currently work here in Los Angeles as an assistant to a writer-producer named sPAWtlight, and he works for a company. He's one of the founders of a company with Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther. And recently we worked on Space Jam 2, Judas and the Black Messiah, and we're working on a whole slew of exciting films and TV shows yet to come. Outside of that, I just found that a lot of people at ISB love arts and they pursue it outside of their courses all the time in a way that I never really found community in before. But then coming to ISB, I found a lot of people that kind of had some of that expertise and some of that same passion that I hadn't before. And I'll always be grateful for that time. And then at ISB, I played soccer and I played basketball and softball. So yes, I was definitely involved in the athletics at ISB. I've always loved that side and really appreciated that ISB you could do both, and that was okay, and that was fun. It was encouraged, and definitely not something that everybody gets to experience. One thing that's awesome about being a student at ISB is that you leave with a whole lot under your portfolio as a person. Not only can you achieve in a high-level science class, but you can also leave with your own set of films, and on top of it, you could be an incredible athlete, and you kind of get to leave one school, a person with a lot of exciting interests, and jump into your next environment with a whole lot to offer wherever you go. It does instill in you this sense that not only can you achieve a lot and sort of have a really high output amount, but you can also spread yourself amongst a lot of different disciplines and grow within them and set specific goals. And so when I got to university, I found that along with a lot of my other international school friends, when we arrived at universities all over the US, the UK, everywhere, we were kind of able to jump in with an innate sense of, okay, here are my courses, here's my outside work, here's my this, here's my that, in a little bit more of a structured way, because that's what we knew. And some of my peers who didn't have that opportunity sometimes struggled. I know for a lot of people, as they're considering what excites them and what they want to pursue, pursuing the arts can be a really terrifying kind of step. Because of the fact that there is no linear path, and within it, you're going to find a lot of different challenges that maybe you wouldn't necessarily find if you're pursuing something a little bit more linear, business, engineering, med school, etc. I think the question that you have to ask yourself is not pursuing what is so important to me and so intrinsic to me, something that I'm always going to regret. But at the same time, asking yourself, is this something that I can continue to do on my own while pursuing something entirely different? So if you are somebody who is not in the opportunity to pursue an art school, it's incredibly expensive. Sometimes it's not something that a parent is exactly going to support due to the fact that it's not linear. But it's a question of asking yourself, do I love this so much that I could find work elsewhere, but will always be sure to keep this passion alongside with me? I think the most important thing is not actually getting yourself onto a track to head out into the school, but rather making a promise to yourself that you're not going to give up this talent that you have. Thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing just a little bit about your story. And we'll see you again on Panther Purrfect. What an amazing interview, Luke. What's up next?
Cubs Corner, where we hear from you, the viewers.
Borders Without Borders is basically a club that supports anyone who wants to board, like wakeboarding, skateboarding, like any board sports.
It's basically a club where we kind of like show our passion for like sports that you use boards for and all that.
It's a club. Some people who play board sports or want to play board sports come together and discuss and help people who don't know how to play board sports, like get to know safeties and like drills and stuff. For me, I'm interested in doing wakeboarding, skateboarding, and even snowboarding.
I'm interested in like skateboarding and wakeboarding.
Wakeboard. Anything, I would probably be wakeboarding.
Probably go see my family in the States and in Portugal.
Probably just go to school every day. I look forward to seeing my friends online and Zooms, talking to my friends, going on bike rides, working out, and like playing games.
To like just like having a good day, seeing my family, my friends, and all that.
Just getting to interact with my friends. I'm really excited that I could see my friends. I could actually like meet, and I could also meet my teachers in person.
I'm excited about like getting all the privileges of being a middle schooler and all that, and seeing all my friends I wasn't able to see because of COVID.
That I get to see my teachers, like the campus, my friends.
That was great to hear from some of our Cubs. Up next is Luke's favorite.
Challenge. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Challenge. Last week we had the no-look Nerf trick shot, and it was amazing. Thank you for all your submissions. As we go into this new week, this one is an oldie but a goodie. This week we are featuring the bottle flip challenge. I'm sure you've done it. I'm sure you've heard of it. Let's check it out. Here is an example on how to do it. And I hope to see your most creative bottle flip trick shots. Make sure you ask mom or dad for permission. All you need is a plastic water bottle, fill it up about halfway, and send it in. Here we go. Really looking forward to seeing your most creative bottle flip trick shots. Don't forget, it can be more than one flip. It can be 3 flips, 10 flips, you name it. Make it creative, okay? Top 3 winners are the most creative. And email us at pantheractivities@isb.ac.th. Look forward to seeing your trick shots.
Look for a new edition of Panther Purrfect in next week's e-news.
See you there, Panthers.